Hey, this is Kaiden from Lunch Actually Academy. I've received a lot of questions about how to start and maintain a conversation that feels natural. So what we're going to do today is to dive in and learn some basic conversation skills that can improve your social life and create more fulfilling relationships for you. Talking to people is really not rocket science. It's not that difficult. So let's see what we need. The first thing that we need is for you to be able to observe the environment, then make a comment based on the things that you have observed. The second one, after you have observed, then the next thing you need to do is to ask yourself a why question. All right, we'll go into this a bit more later. And number three, after you have asked the why question, this is very important, and this is the thing that a lot of people don't do. You have to answer the question yourself first, right? Don't ask other people, don't keep asking questions, but answer the question yourself. And then number four, you have to reflect the question to the person that you want to start a conversation with. Your goal is to make the other person feel comfortable by giving some information about yourself first before you want to extract information from them. Right, so that's how you make people feel comfortable. That's how you avoid looking like a creep. That's how you avoid, people looking at you like you're a psycho. So we are going to imagine now we are at a wine tasting event, and these are the things that you see in the wine tasting event. All right, so there are people here. There are lots of people, there are glasses, you see people, you see food, you see posters, then there are, lots of things for you to see. So remember, number one is to observe the environment and find something to comment about. So let's say, for example, you see this bottle of wine over here. All right, you see this white wine being poured. And then you ask the girl, hey, I have never noticed the difference between white and red wine. So that's a comment. You're making a comment about the wine event. You have never noticed the difference between white and red wine. So now you have broken the ice and you are starting to talk to her. Your aim is to make the other party interested in you by sharing your answer to the why question. That's step number two. So you're going to think in your head, what is the why question now? So you're going to ask yourself, why am I in a wine tasting event? Right. So the question is, why are you in a wine tasting event? So the question you're going to ask yourself is, why am I in a wine tasting event? And you are going to answer this question before you ask the other person. So you're going to say, hey, I've always wanted to find out what's the difference between red and white wines. Because whenever I taste it outside, whenever I drink it outside, I could never tell the difference. So I wanted to come to this event to see, what are the experts going to say. So you've already answered the question as to why are you in a wine tasting event. So now is the time for you to ask her back. So, pretty lady, why are you in a wine tasting event? And then the pretty lady will say, oh, I'm here because of blah, 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 blah. And she won't feel that you're a creep, and she won't feel that you are a weirdo because you have already shared information about yourself. Let's take this. This is a very common mistake that people make. So for example, a lot of people will keep asking questions. So they'll ask you why are you in a wine tasting event? Why are you here? Who do you come with? Why not some other place? When was the last place you went to wine drinking? Which countries do you like to go? They keep asking questions to the person they want to talk to. And when the person keeps sharing information, there will be an imbalance of information. So the girl that you want to talk to would have shared a lot of information about herself, whereas you would have shared only a little bit of information about yourself. And this imbalance is when the creepy feeling will appear. So the most important thing when you're going out to talk to people is that you have to answer your questions first. All right, so now that's my approach on starting and having a conversation naturally. So get out there and start talking to people. And this is Kaiden Tay from Lunch Actually Academy, and have a great relationship. Goodbye.